If I said to you a rose oud that you can easily wear in the summer, would you believe me? Well, if you want to find out what I've got in store for you, you know what to do. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Scott and this is the Centurion. Now, as I said in the intro, what about a rose oud that you can wear in the summer? Not just in the summer, but throughout the whole year. What it is basically is I get a lot of samples from Javoy, Mayfair, London. They've also got other shops. I think they've got one in Dubai and there's one in Paris and so forth. But I'm talking about the one in London, in Mayfair. They have an excellent sampling service. Now I'll leave a link to their shop in the description. But every so often I look through their site and I get a yearning to sample quite a few fragrances that I've never heard of, or that I've really wanted to try, and I've not been able to get hold of at all. So last time I got a load, and I more or less it was like pin the tail on the donkey. I just went right, that one, and I wasn't very successful. So this time what I done is I had a theme. I went for all rose and amber fragrances, two of my favourite notes, and I've been quite successful. Well, I've been very successful. Now this fragrance was one of them that I picked, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now it's from the company of Welton, but it's Rose Arabia, and this is called Tafi. It's in a beautiful embossed white box. The packaging is wonderful and the bottle is to die for. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see that properly. Let me try and, so the green screen might be trying to showing through it. It's patterned glass, like a wave type effect, like a crinkled leather almost. Really heavy cap, and the atomizer is pressurized, or the bottle is pressurized, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now instantly, I know you shouldn't dive in instantly, but there isn't hardly any alcohol, as in like sharpness of alcohol. There's an alcohol note in there, but I think that is due to the rose and the oud mixing together. But this starts off with the beautiful rose. There's a sweetness to it as well, like an ambery type of accord. It came out in 2019, and I'll read you the notes. So the top notes are mandarin orange and bergamot. Then in the mids you have Taif rose, and then Bulgarian rose and ylang ylang. And then in the base we have praline, oud, saffron, vanilla, patchouli. It's an absolute beauty of a fragrance, it really is. I've been wearing this in humid heat, and it's not cloying, it's not too much. The oud isn't very strong at all. I sent a friend a sample of this, and funnily enough she turned around and she said that it reminded her of when she used to go shopping before all of this kerfuffle. She used to go shopping at Javoy, and she said that reminded her of when you walked in and you had an abundance of smells. And I've never been to Javoy, but I can visualize that. I can get what she's saying, I suppose, because it's like when you've got a box full of samples and you open it up and there's just that mixture of all the beautiful smells. And this is what it smells like. There's like a slight gourmand side to it. There's a fruitiness to it. Now I couldn't distinctly tell you what the fruits are other than what is already written on the notes. It seems as though there's a reddish type of fruit in there, but I think that could be the fruitiness of the rose. There's a beautiful vanillic note running right through it that sweetens it up and takes away any sharp edges, and it's not overly sweet, so it's not going to be too much in that high heat. So once you get past that first opening of the sweetness of the fruits and the vanilla and the rose. They start to die down just a little, and then you get that woody, soft woody oud. That is that base. It's just there, just floating. It's not in your face or anything. It's just floating there, and everything else is springboarding off of it. It's classed as a chypre floral, but I would say for at least the first 2 or 3 hours, I would give that a semi-gourmand, and then you then start to pick out more of a greener side of things, but it's still got that sweet facet. It is an absolute dream. I did get this when we had cool weather as well, and I'm getting all day performance out of that. It's so beautiful. The patchouli comes through later on, and it's like a chocolatey patchouli. Now I believe there is a there's a praline note in there as well. Whether that's to do a lot or working together with the patchouli, I don't know, but you do get that later on. You get that faint chocolatiness as well, and this is why I say that it's semi-gourmand. But the rose isn't sharp. It's sweet. It's just a decadent fragrance, and I'm just really so pleased that I got it. Now, price wise, I mean, it's Welton, you'd think, oh, it's going to be loads of money. This, you can buy a 100ml bottle, that size bottle, for £95. That is such a bargain for such a beautiful fragrance. I'm really pleased with it. I will probably do, after the summer, we're getting into autumn, another review of it. So I haven't had it an awful long time, but so far it is thumbs up with this. It's far from a first impressions. You know, I've been wearing it for a couple of weeks now, but it's just gorgeous. And I remember the other day when I wore it, and then I smelt my arm during the evening, and it's almost got, as it was dying down and I buried my head in, it's almost got like a fabric softener, linen type of smell to it as it's tapering away and dying. But it's after a good 8 hours that it's just so beautiful. You know how some fragrances, when they die off, they can leave a little bit of an unpleasant residue. Maybe it's not quite what the whole fragrance was. Well, this is nothing like that. Right to the very end, it is giving you the best that it can. So yeah, that is Rose Arabia Tafi by Welton. If you did like the review, please give us a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and stay safe out there, and I will see you all very, very soon.